Hi, I'm Wayne Goodman, and this is a course that I'm going to be putting on. It's going to be in a few pieces on sponge ball magic. Now, if you know me, then you know that I love sponge balls and I use them all the time. Let me sort my collar out. I do love sponge balls. They are absolutely brilliant. And I have my backpack that goes everywhere with me. It's in the shop at the moment, and in there will be a set of sponge balls. I've usually got one in my pocket as well. I've got them in front of me at the moment. And I just love them. And now I know that some people shun away from them. People think they're, a bit cheesy or a bit old hat. I couldn't disagree with them more. This is one of my absolute favourite things to do. I think it's very magical. Yes, it's a bit weird. They're spongy balls. Why would you have them? But then why would you walk around with a pack of cards in your pocket? Normal people do not walk around with cards in their pocket. It's no different from that for me. These are a magical prop. I'm a magician. I'm expected to have weird and wonderful things. I think Harry Potter would have been a lot worse if Dumbledore had been wearing blue jeans and listening to a Walkman. So for me, the sponge balls, they're not a weird thing. And the way I use them as well it's not like I go, I've got a sponge ball. Well, I'm going to take you through that anyway. But yeah, everything is justified as to why I have them and where they're coming from. Now, I've only got these ones with me today, but this course is going to be about 5 episodes long. And then as time goes on, we're going to film another 5, and I'm going to take you from being an absolute beginner with the sponge balls through to being an expert. So to begin with, we're just going to have a little look at the balls. I'm just going to tell you what they are. And I'm going to show you a very, very basic move with the sponge balls to get you started today. And then the next lesson we'll advance on that. And then we're going to build up to a nice, very simple, but very nice little routine for you. So the sponges are made of sponge, obviously. These are 2-inch red Goshmans. They're really, really nice. They don't cost very much. You can get a set of 4 for a few pounds from the shop, from Alakazam. If you go on and type in sponge balls, and if you check out the different ones, you might even be able to get different colours. So if you've got a colour scheme you want to do, then that's a great thing you can do as well. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip that I was given many years ago. And again, this is one of those little tips that's absolute gold dust. Before you perform, if you go into the toilet or you've got a drink or get a glass of water, and you literally, on each sponge ball, like 1 or 2, that's all you need. You don't need any more than that. 1 or 2 tiny droplets of water, and then squish it up like this. They will actually expand in size and make them softer, which is really helpful because then they look bigger, but they squeeze up even smaller. And that's really useful because it really makes it look more impossible. So yeah, 1 or 2 simple drops of water on each one, and they will expand. And then once they've got the drops in them, just give them a couple of really tight squishes, and they'll just expand. And it's a really nice little thing you can do, and it makes them really, really soft. And it's just so easy to do. Yeah, so that's it. So there are different sizes where you can get small sizes, bigger sizes, and yes, they're just great, and they go into your pockets. They don't take up any space at all. So most people do 4 sponges, which I do, but depending on my time and what I'm going to be doing, sometimes I'll only use 2 or 3 or even just sometimes 1. And if I'm at a wedding fair and there are children there, or if I'm in a restaurant and I just want to introduce myself, I'll just go up with 1. Now today, to get you started, I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. That's nice, isn't it? A bit of homework for you. I'm going to teach you a very, very basic sponge ball vanish, and then the next lesson we're going to add on to that. So let's have a look at this. It's a very, very easy sponge ball vanish. Now, there's quite a few different sponge ball vanishes you can do. You can put it into your hand like this. You can wrap your hands around it like this. There's loads. So I'm going to teach you probably the most easiest, most basic one, which is called a false transfer. Now, a false transfer is as it speaks. It looks like I'm putting it to the hand. I don't actually put it there. Now, the way I generally teach this, and it's such an easy way of doing it, and as you get better at this, you might not feel the need to use the thumb so much, but we're going to use our thumb. So I'm going to show the sponge ball here. I will offer it to the spectator. They can have a little look at it, a little squish on it, etc. Goes back into my hand, and then I'm going to put my thumb. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it at the back, which hopefully doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but actually I'm clipping it there at the back, like so. and I'll pull that back there. So I've just got it like that. But from the front, it should just look like I'm holding it in my hand. So I get the sponge ball, have it examined, and I just clip it here. Now, as my hand comes over, it should look like I'm holding it like that. So as my hand comes over, it's going to look like I put it into this hand, but actually I just keep it in this hand. So what I'm doing here, I'm pushing down here at the back. This hand is open. As I go over to here, these fingers are going to curl backwards. Now this is, the sequence here is very important. So we're here, my fingers are going to curl back, and my thumb is going to grip, my thumb here is going to grip that sponge ball, and I'm going to bring my hand out, okay? And I've got the sponge ball still clipped here, but everyone's going to think it's in here. Now I don't do this slowly, I move at a natural speed. What I would suggest is that you start slow and practice slow, and then build up the speed to make it more natural. So if I do it at my normal speed, so thank you very much, so take the ball back here, thank you. So it's just a little sponge ball, I'm going to put it into my hand over here, and now it's gone. And that's it. It's really, really simple, really basic. Now, one thing you can do to practice this is to actually take it in this hand. So when I teach this to kids and to beginners, I always say, put the sponge ball into your hand and leave it there. Okay, and then take it out and practice that a dozen times, yeah, and get the feel for how your hand moves, how this hand moves when it comes out, so that at any time you can actually take it and it looks the same as if you didn't take it. And I will sometimes use that and actually say, okay, we've got the sponge ball over here, I'm going to place it in my hand. When I do that, I want you to really focus on this hand over here, okay? So when it goes into this hand, focus on the hand and make sure I'm not doing anything that I shouldn't. And now it's gone. So that's the first move. Very, very basic. Practice with that. Get used to doing that. Do it in front of a camera or in front of a mirror. It's always a great way. But one of the great things about practicing in front of a camera or mirror is, right now I'm looking at the camera. If I was doing it, and Jamie told me off for this earlier, but I'm going to look at the screen for this, so I'm not going to look at the camera, I'm going to look at the screen. But now, by doing it like this, I get used to looking away from my hands, so I'm not doing this, and I can do it when I'm not even looking at my hands. So I've got a ball here, check it as I imagine you're now the spectator I'm doing it to. Take the ball here, I'm going to place it inside my hand. Can you blow on that for me? That's beautiful, it's gone, it's just gone, and then you can do whatever you want to do with it. So yeah, so clip it, hiding it behind the fingers, pull it back a little bit. You don't want it too far forward, clip it, okay, as your hand comes over, curl your fingers up, pull your hand out, and now you've got it retained over here. And if you want to, when you've got it here, if you just curl your hand up into a ball, that will go from there just into a nice little, it's not even, I want to say into a palm, but it's not even a palm really, you're just holding it. It's literally gravity is just holding it in my hand there. So it's here, I put it here, and now it's gone. So that's the first lesson, a very, very basic vanish. Next week we're going to add a few more bits to it, so make sure you check that out, and I'll see you on lesson 2. Thank you for watching.